Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've had a really good year and I hope you have an even better 2022. So much has been happening because the last time I actually did a video was exactly a year ago today, and just like I said in the last one, I don't want to go a year without posting anything because like obviously YouTube is something close to my heart. It's something I've done since I was 11 years old. I know I don't take it seriously, but I do like to upload here and there. Like, I know I'm not very consistent and I'm really bad at consistency anyway in general. So, but anyway, there's just been a lot going on and I feel like there's a lot to tell. Yeah, so it's just it's not been the greatest year for me, but it's not been the worst. I'm gonna be 21 in 2 weeks. I'm so nervous about what COVID's going to bring next because it's just so unpredictable at this point. It always has been for the last 2 years and ugh, it's complicated. I did hope to make videos this year, like a few here and there, because I'm not very consistent. I'm not like your typical, your usual influencer who posts every week here and there, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to be a consistent influencer, really popular. Like, I'm happy with my audience the way it is, and I'm just not very consistent. But the reason I haven't really been uploading is because I just took this year to heal gradually. Because this year my main focuses were my sobriety, my mental health, my physical health, because it will be a year tomorrow since I stopped drinking, and only because I got alcohol poisoning. But anyway, I'll get into that while I'm getting my makeup on, because I don't want this to be a big whole sob story. I don't want it to be entirely sad. I just want to like just be real with you. I've been buying more makeup, not a surprise, but I've really been loving the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil and also the brow glue as well. And recently I've preferred to use cruelty-free and vegan products on my face because just spending money on brands that hurt animals, it just doesn't sit right with me. So I've just switched to that one. I've done all my research, so I've switched to these ones, and honestly they're just the best that I've ever had. And that's coming from someone who used to buy all the high-end brow products and mascaras and all that stuff. With COVID still about, I have still not been able to do people's faces, so I'm really missing out on that. But I am currently double vaccinated, soon gonna get the booster. We'll just see how that goes, and hopefully it'll all work out. Also, my hair's not cut, it's just tied up for just getting out of my face. So I'm going to use the pencil side now, because it's got two sides, just a spoolie side and a pencil side. So I'm just going to carefully outline my brow. I feel like COVID's getting in the way of everything, because it also ruined my 20th birthday party last year. And I just spent it in the house with family, but I suppose it's better than nothing. And I'm not drinking on my 21st because I'm committing to sobriety. So that's me done with the brow pencil. Like, that was just really easy to apply as well. Yeah, if you're wanting to go for really good brow products and you want it to be affordable as well, then these are the most perfect options. Okay, now that's the glue on, and look at those. I'm gonna have to get a sectioning clip or something because my hairs are actually going into the brow glue. There we go. Can we just take a moment? Look how pretty these are. Mum got me these doll beauty not lashes. well, she did get me a pair of lashes, but she also got me these doll beauty brushes. Look at how pretty they are. I actually used some the other day when I was doing my Christmas makeup, and they blend so perfectly. So for today, I'm gonna be using the P. base in the shade Rumor 0.5. I read it right there. This is like the holy grail of eye bases. It's just such an upgrade from using concealer, because I was that girl. I'm just gonna pop this on and just tap that in. As I was talking about earlier with cruelty-free makeup and that, I just feel like it's it just doesn't sit right with me spending my money on makeup brands that hurt animals for their products, because it's not necessary, and there's loads of other brands that don't have to do that. So, and because, you know, I'm very passionate about makeup. I have been for about just over 8 years now. And it's only like this year I started to do a lot of research on it. So I've just stopped using brands that hurt animals, because it just doesn't sit right with me. And it's horrible. That's both my eyes primed. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today is actually the new Revolution and Soph Super Spice palette. This came out not too long ago, and I'm a big fan of her palettes that she previously did with Revolution. I think it was a few years ago now. There was the Extra Spice, and then there was just the original one, and I love both of them equally. So I can only imagine how good this one's going to be, and it's just been lying in my collection of palettes that I haven't even used. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Brownies, and from what I remember, she did have the same shade in the Extra Spice palette, and I quite like that one. So I'm just going to do it on the end of my eyes carefully. And there's Princess barking. So I'm just going to blend that out with this brush here. And I'm going to blend that out with the shade Cocktail here. That's the only type of cocktail I'm having tonight. So let's go. Princess, pack it in! Quite like how this is turning out. I've only used 2 shades in this palette, and look at how nice this has turned out. Like, it blends so well. I'm impressed. Okay, since that's both the eyes done, I'm thinking about maybe putting a little bit of a shimmer shade into it. I'm thinking that shade Mirror Ball over here. It just seems really nice, and I remember the shade Dreamy from the Extra Spice one. It was just so stunning, and I bet this one's even better. So I'm just gonna go with Mirror Ball. Dolby 2 Pigment Popper. I put the pigment popper on, and I only squeezed it a little bit, and it was enough to fit both my eyes, so a little bit of this goes a long way. I need to redo this clip while this sets, so because my hair is falling out everywhere. It's a pain in the backside. Right, I think I'm okay to add the shimmer, so I'm just going to use Mirror Ball over here. And I'm going to use my finger. I find that the best technique for when you put shimmer on your eyes and then you just blend it out with a brush afterwards. I feel like it's... Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, I'm speechless. Oh, no way. Now that's what I like to see. And this palette is only £10, so beauty on budget. Look how stunning that is. I love this, honestly, I love this more than I thought I would. You think you wouldn't be able to achieve this eye look with a palette that's £10, but you can. And you can also make so many different looks with all these shades as well, because this is how many shades it comes with. So yeah, I decided not to do eyeliner after all, because I'm not risking these eyes to be ruined by eyeliner, because it's just the worst. It's the hardest decision to make in, like, whenever I do my makeup, because I'm so tempted to do it, and you know, because it looks so good when it turns out well, but it can go either way. Oh, I forgot to mention, this mascara here is the Revolution Blowout Mascara. It's only £8, and I think this is the best one I've used by far. And that beats all the other high-end ones that I've used before. Like, this one doesn't smudge or flake or anything like all my others have, and it's just so disappointing because it ruins everything. Oh, are you joking? Just a relief I didn't have any foundation on there, because that would have been worse. So but yeah, this mascara here just really defines the lashes as well, other than not smudging or flaking. It really behaves itself, doesn't it? It actually smells like icing on a birthday cake or something. So this is what it looks like after I've done it on both eyes, and I've just had this for about a few months now, and it's just never let me down once, so go buy it. This is another drugstore product here. It's actually the e.l.f. Dew Primer here. It's like a watermelon scented one. I know there's a mint scented one as well, but I've yet to try that out. But I have tried this one out, and this one's like a gripping primer, and I find that this goes really well with my foundation. So I just pat it in. It smells so nice. I can't remember exactly how much the e.l.f. primer is. The whole brand itself is affordable, so I can imagine this is, I think this was about £9 or something like that when I got it. It might have been on offer, I can't exactly remember. My sister's playing loud music in her room. Before anyone says anything, no copyright intended. This is another drugstore product here. It's the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation. I actually got this a few months ago, and I only tried it out on Christmas Day, and I actually found that really nice and glowy. So it's like the Conceal and Define one, but with a more glowy effect and with a pump applicator. So I'm just going to put that on there since the primer's set now. Oh, I went in my dressing gown. This always happens to me. Just going to buff that in. It's got the same kind of painty smell. Anyway, as I was saying, this has the kind of painty smell that the Conceal and Define foundation already has. And now they're playing Baseline Junkie by Dizzy Rascal. I own absolutely no rights to any of the music played, so in the words of Adele, go easy on me. So the music is so much louder now than you just heard it, and I'll probably get copyrighted, and I don't want that, so I'm gonna do a voiceover instead. So anyway, the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer from Revolution, and it's in the shade C0.5. This is my all-time favourite concealer, and it's actually such an improvement to the original Conceal and Define, which I love. And this is just gives a perfect coverage, and it's not even that expensive. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but it won't break the bank anyway, so I can promise you that. So the powder I'm going to be using is actually a new favourite of mine that I've gotten a few months ago. It's by H&B Cosmetics by Holly Boone. It's the Soft Focus Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. This has got to be my favourite powder that I've ever used in my life. Bronzer now that I've done the powder. And this is actually quite an old one, but a good one. And it's another drugstore one as well. It's from Baddie M. It's the Afterglow Light Bronzer. But it just gives a lovely light glow to the face. And while also bronzing it. Now, this is something that obviously isn't from the drugstore. It's by Natasha Denona. Oh, lip gloss fell there. It's the Natasha Denona Blush Glow Duo. I think I got this in a Cult Beauty goodie bag that they give away for free if you spend a certain amount on anything. But anyway, I think this has got to be one of my favourite blushes to use when I'm pale, not when I'm fake tanned. And it's just so pretty and long lasting, and it's just perfect for me. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Ofra Glazed Donut, and I've had this one for like a few years now, but it just gives me the best highlight that I could have, and it's perfect for my kind of shade, because the ones that I get, I usually just get the shade wrong, and then it's like a gold cast on my face or something, or whatever the colour is, but I just love the shine, I love the colour, and I love the look that it gives. For setting spray that I'm going to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Spray. So this has got to be my favourite one so far, because it just lasts all day. And that right there is the Makeup Revolution lip liner in Cupcake. And I find these really nice and creamy and nice to apply. So, and I find them really long lasting as well. So, yeah. Just drawing on my lips there. I think I've got that lip liner in like 4 different shades now. I'm not obsessed. Anyway, this is a Doll Beauty lipstick in C'est La Vie, another favourite of mine. So I love the Doll Beauty lipsticks. I've got those in a few shades as well. And I find that really long lasting, not too matte, not too glossy or anything. It's just like the perfect lipstick that you could have. And now for lashes, those are the Be Perfect Cosmetics lashes in Focus. Okay, so that is my makeup all done, and Kate did my hair. I'm so nervous doing my hair myself because I just think it's impossible. I might burn myself. But anyway, I also added a lip gloss. I forgot to film it. It's the HMB Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade 1111. And it's such a pretty shade, and I love it as well because it's not sticky or anything. It just feels so comfortable. But yeah, I don't have that much planned for tonight. But as I was saying earlier, I just took this year as a whole to just heal, like, gradually for my mental health, because it's not been the best this year. And I think just because just going sober, I think everything just all hit me when I was just got sober, because this time it isn't just like, oh, I can have a drink every now and then, because in the past I have gone sober and then thought I could handle my drink every now and then, but then that ended up relapsing out of control just to how it used to be. So I just know that completely sober, 100% commitment to sobriety is the only way to go for me. So, because my addiction started when I was 15, only because I was refused to proper treatment or anything, like actual antidepressants and stuff like that. So that was my way of self-medicating, because I felt like there was no other option. Well, what I am trying to say is I'm not just putting it out to explain, but I do want to put out awareness that, you never know how far an addiction is going to go. Because addiction has no age range and it's not something that's planned. So, and I was 19, just about to turn 20, when I got alcohol poisoning at New Year last year. So I didn't actually commit to sobriety until I physically couldn't drink anymore. So you just never know when too much is too much. But like I was saying earlier, tomorrow is going to be the 1 year anniversary of my sobriety journey. So that's the longest I've ever gone without a drink. And, give yourself credit for however far you've gone, or for whatever addiction. Give yourself credit. But I want to let any other addict know that please don't ignore the warning signs, because in the months leading up to my alcohol poisoning, I was feeling very sick, like physically sick when I was drinking, and it wouldn't even be that much, and the hangovers would be getting worse and worse, and it wasn't normal. But I am getting proper treatment for my mental health now. I actually didn't start getting that up until this summer, because I really was struggling, because usually I would be self-medicating with alcohol every day, like while it started while everyone in my year was gonna sit their exams for the first time and partying at weekends and stuff like that. I was just drinking 7 days a week, and I am taking the best care of myself as I can, and that's also my New Year's resolution, is to just take the best care of myself mentally and physically. I hope to get a therapist in 2022, because I just want to take the best care of myself, because I just don't want to be unhealthy again, because it's taken me a long time to actually be happy and healthy. So, and my other New Year's resolutions are, go to college, maybe away from this island, I think, and maybe, I've got different plans. Like, I really hope to get to do makeup again, because it's just so complicated with COVID around, and I don't know. But like, I hope to do people's faces, or even master classes. I'm happy with doing that. And, just to be a better me. And, I want to be that kind of person that, if you're struggling at all, I can assure you that you can get through this, even if you don't think so. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into anything, because it's New Year's Eve. I want to be happy for it, not sad or anything. Let's just not talk about sad things anymore. Let's be happy. So, I just wish everyone the best 2022 that you could ask for. I just wish you the best, and I will see you later. Okay, bye!